What you're about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They are frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of Starsat, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
What? Still nothing? Ugh. Winter Olympics start soon in Sochi and there's still no snow.
We are having very warm winter, comrade leader.
But who can we blame? Since fall of beautiful Iron Curtain, I can't blame American Yankee pigs anymore. I would love to blame troublesome Muslims, but they don't yet have necessary technology to turn winter into summer.
Comrade leader has no enemies. He is loved by all peoples of the world.
Exactly. And just because I decided to host Olympics in warmest town in Russia doesn't mean I am to blame.
Nobody would dream of thinking that.
I am worried that this is a problem that cannot be solved with a political assassination. Show me scientific weather map again. How did I not realize sooner? The homosexual gay girly boy sodomites are to blame for lack of snow.
But how did they do it?
When one accuses homosexuals of crime, one does not need reasons. But, okay, I will explain. The gays are always saying how hot they are, yes?
Oh, I am so hot. Look at my hot body.
Yes, dirty homo-sodomites are to blame for warm winter by spreading their disgusting hotness.
What are you going to do, comrade leader?
Round up all Pufskis and let them see how hot it is down Siberian uranium mine.
Yes!
Greetings, comrades, commissars, commanders-in-chief, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Puppet Nation, where you pull the strings.
Bullshit.
Deborah, we are on air. This is live in front of a genuine pre-recorded puppet audience.
I don't care.
What's wrong?
Every week we sit here and we say you pull the strings, but they don't pull any strings. Democracy is a sham. It's a sham, I tell you.
Is this about Aham?
I don't want to talk about it.
Deborah, Mampela...
Do not utter that name in my presence.
She didn't join the DA just to piss you off, Deborah. Politics isn't personal.
Of course it's personal. She made me believe in her. She made me believe that she was an independent new voice, free of all the racist bullshit on the right and all the mindless quasi-revolutionary gibberish on the left.
Is your heart very sore?
So sore. I really wanted a hung to work.
I have to get on with this show. Are you going to be okay?
I don't know. She cut me deep, Justice.
Okay, well, it's been an amazing week in local politics.
A shit week.
And as usual, we've got a great show lined up for you.
A shit show.
Are you going to be able to do the news now?
What's the point? It's just gonna be about her.
This week saw a major shakeup of the political opposition.
I'm not reading that line.
Okay, I will. Yes, it's woman's power all the way as the DA gets Ahang's Mampela Rampele to run as its presidential candidate. We're joined now by the fearsome Tusip. So, is this a merger or a wholesale takeover of Ahang?
It's neither, Justice. We like to think of it as two old friends getting together and putting their arms around each other. Isn't that right, Mum?
She calls me Mum all the time. I have been like a mother to her.
Let's be honest here, Miss Rampele. Is it not true that you accepted the DA's offer because your own party was being run like a spaza shop?
How dare you? Ahang as a party was doing...
Perhaps I could answer that?
Oh, right. Of course. Go ahead, President Mampela.
The thing is, I decided to stand as the DA presidential candidate because the official opposition has been around for a lot longer than...
Bollocks!
Deborah, please. You can shout at her later when you do hard shout.
Apologies, not bollocks, testicles. Miss Swampele, aka the crusher of hopes and dreams, not too long ago you criticized the DA for being too white. Is this move now not sheer opportunism on your part?
Not at all. If you look at...
The DA was too white. This is no longer the case. They have me now.
Critics say this appointment is the equivalent of fronting.
Oh, what nonsense. Mum wasn't hired because she's black. In fact, I didn't even know she was black until this very moment. Why didn't you tell me?
Won't this appointment put Patricia de Lille's nose out of joint?
I'm sorry, Patricia who?
I feel your pain, Patricia. You and me, babe. They use you and then they just chuck you out like yesterday's BEE policy.
Before you go, could we see some of that kissing action you girls do?
Justice, jeez.
It's okay, Deborah. If it means votes, we're up for anything. Aren't we, Mum?
Ouch! Yes. We'll do whatever it takes.
In an effort to combat white-collar crime, the government plans to secure the tender process by creating a central tender board.
Speaking in the Eastern Cape recently, President Zuma said tenders were the root of corruption in the government. He said they had messed up our country.
Really? Tenders have messed up our country?
That's what he said.
And there we were thinking that corrupt civil servants had messed up our country.
Silly us.
Bad news on the economic front. The rand has weakened more than 25% since mid-2013.
However, Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan says the situation does have a bright side.
Yeah, of course. A weak rand helps to boost exports.
What do we export?
Platinum?
There's a strike. That platinum is going nowhere. What else?
Well, you have to remember two things. Firstly, everybody must vote for the ANC. Secondly, there is no second thing.
I don't understand.
Well, that's why I am finance minister and you're not.
It's great the DA is getting so, vibrant.
You mean black?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, there's that Musi Migamani guy in Gauteng and Linda Maserati in the Cape Town. It's great, but don't you guys feel like the DA is not really the home of white people anymore?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for whites in the DA to start their own super liberal party.
Yeah, but not just a regional party, like a big national party.
Yes. We could call it the National Party.
Awesome!
And we're going to have a new logo with white to represent a clean start.
And blue, because blue is the DA's colour and we respect our roots.
Yeah, and orange because we love Fanta.
Yeah, and then put the national crest in the middle like so.
Oh my word, that is beautiful.
Wait, what about a new anthem?
Well, wait. The National Party will grow the country like a tree, and we are the stem, and I think a lot of our voters will be Afrikaans. How about a song called Die Stem van Suid-Afrika?
Awesome!
Guys, I love the idea of a new party just for us. It means the DA people can still develop in their own way.
Yeah.
And we can develop in ours.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll be like a separate development.
Yeah, sort of a partners.
Well, here's to a new South Africa, eh?
Cheers!
Cheers!
Yes! Oaks. There's a black guy at the gate. What should I do?
Shit, did you lock the gate?
I don't know.
Chief, I have been thinking.
I don't pay you to think.
You don't pay me at all.
Shut up! We are economic freedom fighters, not capitalist stooges.
That's what I was wondering about. Now, obviously, it's inevitable that we are going to triumph in the elections.
Obviously.
And obviously, it's inevitable that we bring economic freedom to the masses.
Obviously.
But what happens then?
What do you mean?
Well, the whole point of our party is to fight for economic freedom. So if we achieve economic freedom in our lifetime, then our party does not have a reason to exist anymore.
I had not thought of that.
Except,
What?
I mean, obviously it is inevitable that you are going to bring economic freedom. But,
Speak.
well, it's just that, what is economic freedom?
It is freedom that is economical.
It means not living in poverty.
Having a good job.
Yes.
But if you lose your job, then they take your house and your car and you are, so you are still a slave of the capitalist.
In that case, economic freedom means that you never have to work again. You have all the money you want. Everybody has all the money.
But, Chief, that will never happen.
Don't be defeatist.
But if it never happens, then people will always need economic freedom fighters. And so they will always need us. And so we will always be a party.
So that means, viva inequality, viva!
Viva!
Long live the permanent imbalance between rich and poor.
Long
live!
Forward, comrades, to a future in which our mandate can forever be shifted and in which we never have to deliver.
Yay!
But why even start a party in the first place if you're just going to sarge your supporters and join the DA?
Okay, we need to take a break.
Is that what she told the Gang? Sorry, guys, I think we need to take a break. It's not you, it's me.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Said Mampela Rampele, never.
Sorry.
Here at Scumbank, we understand that partnership is about give and take. You give, we take. Thanks to our new extended opening hours from 11 a.m. till 11:30 a.m., we can give you the service you've come to expect from the South African banking industry. Best of all, we don't charge bank fees. Instead, we deduct love debits from your account whenever you do anything on it. Because love, not money, makes the world go round. And we love you almost as much as we love your money.
Yay! Another 7 Rand love debit off my account. You guys must really love me a lot.
We do. So come on down to Scumbank. And remember, we're behind you every step of the way. Scumbank is a licensed and registered financial services provider, so we can do whatever we want to you, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Welcome back to Puppet Nation. Let's go straight to your latest news headlines. The DA is still refusing to identify a number of secret candidates who the party hopes to send to Parliament and the provincial legislatures this year.
Well, we know about the woman who I'm not going to mention by name. I wonder who the others are. Any ideas, Justice?
What are you implying, Deborah?
Well, you're wearing a blue tie.
And you're wearing blue panties.
Oh, how did you... Never mind. Let's move along, shall we?
Some ANC branches in Gauteng have nominated former President Thabo Mbeki to return to Parliament as an MP.
Mbeki's name appears on the 51st spot of the province's list of 200 candidates.
Mr. Mbeki, the very party that threw you out of office now seems to want you back. Are you going to accept the nomination?
In the words of Macbeth, in these cases, we will have judgment here that we but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips, and so on and so forth and stuff like that. I have to go now. Goodbye.
Was that a yes or a no?
What was the question? President Jacob Zuma has warned disgruntled ANC members against leaving the party when things do not go their way.
Unveiling the party's provincial manifesto in the Eastern Cape, he said those who abandoned the ANC would attract the wrath of their ancestors.
Hey, man! Hey, don't do that! I think I read my books.
Who the hell are you?
I am your ancestor. I have come to warn you to stay with the ANC, or else...
Or else what?
Oh,
Oh, you don't scare me. I'm Deborah Patter.
But we're not even members of the ANC.
Are you not Bongani Mpehle from Umtata?
No, I'm Justice Malala. Why am I talking to a ghost?
I have no idea. There's no such thing as ghosts.
You hear that? You don't exist.
Damn.
Welcome to another edition of Hard Shout. My guest tonight broke the story of Steve Biko's murder. She broke the ANC in the Western Cape. And this week, she broke my heart. Helen Ziller, why did you take Mampela Rampela away from me?
Deborah, the reason...
Talk to the hand, Helen, because the face ain't listening.
I understand that some people might be upset, Deborah, but...
I don't care about some people. I care about me. So, on Monday, Ahang told its followers to ignore reports that Rampela was a DA candidate. On Tuesday, you announced this. So the first act of your presidential candidate is to lie to its former followers and then to flip-flop? Helen, do you think we deserve a flip-flopper as president?
Deborah, I believe that the children are the future. I believe that if we should teach them well and let them lead the way, show us all the beauty they possess inside.
That's a Whitney Houston song.
Politics is a Whitney Houston song, Deborah.
So you made this massive decision without consulting your voters or Hang's followers. In other words, you acted like a North Korean dictator.
No, I'm sorry. I must challenge that. I am nothing like a North Korean dictator, mainly because I don't like basketball, and I don't randomly feed people to dogs. I listen to all stakeholders, I canvass opinion, I workshop the problem with the caucus, and only then do I feed people to dogs.
So where does this leave Lindiwe Masabuko?
Deborah, it leaves her in deep
When you see Mampela, please give her this. It's me and Rampela having a picnic.
Oh, that's sweet. Did your child draw this?
I drew it, you judgmental cow. Back when I thought she cared.
Yeah. I think you need to up your meds.
Get off my show, you shameless, home-wrecking hussy!
Did that help you, confronting the other woman in the relationship?
I think it just made it worse. I mean, what's Zilla got that I don't have?
I think you've got a lot of anger that you need to work through.
No Dr. Freud.
I just want to try something. Humor me.
Fine.
Hello, Deborah. I am Mampili Rampili. Would you like to talk to me about your sad feelings?
Oh, please, that's so lame.
If you could just tell me anything, what would you say to me?
I'm not going to fall for this.
Deborah, I am here for you.
No, you're not. You lied. You betrayed me. I'm so sad.
There, my dear. It will be okay.
Wow, you're right. It feels a bit better.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Another evening with nothing on TV? Are you actually going to have a conversation with someone to pass the time? Not anymore. Introducing the satellite TV hottest deal. DS Top Sun Satstar Sky TV Telly. Subscribe today for special introductory price of only 72 South African cents per month. And you'll get instant access to over 5,000 brand new channels. You can look forward to 4,500 channels of Nigerian films shot only on cell phones.
Why are you running away? I want to marry you.
397 channels featuring live 24-hour feeds of Chinese cultural events. Plus, all the latest from the world of wrestling for the kids. And if you call now, you'll also get cutting-edge satire from Peanut Nation.
Gwede, do you think I should resign? No. You are nuts.
Subscribe today and you need never endure a conversation ever again.
Welcome back to Puppet Nation, where we're working through the 5 stages of grief by ripping politicians' faces in half.
I'm okay, Justice. Just a little wobble, but I'm back. Everything's cool. Cool and a gang. Cool and a gang. The gang. The gang. D-A-A-gang. Okay, I'm good. Let's do the news.
The Eastern Cape Department of Education has invited the private sector to get involved in initiatives to deliver material to schools in rural areas.
It's all part of the Buy Eastern Cape campaign.
By Eastern Cape? Interesting idea.
I didn't even know it was for sale.
Maybe we should put in a cheeky offer. How much have you got?
Let's see. Maybe, what's it, 40? $50. You?
My phone's worth about $1,000.
That should do it. Yay.
We won't have to live there, will we?
That'd be ridiculous. It can be our holiday province.
In news from further afield, demonstrators and police have clashed in Sao Paulo in the first of a planned series of anti-soccer World Cup protests across Brazil.
The protests are spearheaded by a radical activist group calling itself Anonymous.
Cowards! If they were not anonymous, I would hunt them down and kill them with my bare hands.
Steady, boss. Remember your blood pressure.
Shut up, Danny!
Mr. Blatter, don't the protesters have a point? After all, millions of dollars are being spent on a soccer tournament when poor people in Brazil are crying out for homes and schools. It's just a game.
Just a game? Are you bloody mad? This is football we are talking about.
Football is not a game. People eat it. They drink it. They live in it.
See? My Danny knows. Football can cure poverty.
That worked well in South Africa, did it?
Shut up, Danny.
Julius Malema's vote-grabbing stunt of building a house for a poor family in Nkandla has backfired.
Apparently, the family is far from destitute.
Mr. Malema, that poor unmarried homeless mother is in fact married to a state official who earns 250,000 rand a year. Don't you feel like a bit of an idiot now?
Where I come from, a person who earns R250,000 a year is destitute. Anything under $1 million is peanuts.
But Mrs. Hlongwane and her husband also own a Volkswagen Polo and a Hilux Bucky.
Now you can see why they need help from the EFF. A Polo, shame. And only Boas drive Buckies. We will give them a proper car. A Mercedes 450 SEL.
There are reports that the couple own at least 2 other homes. Thanks to the EFF, they will now have 3.
This is part of our election manifesto. Everybody should own 3 houses, except the white people. Their houses will be nationalized. Vote EFF for free houses, food, clothes, money, cars, guns, aeroplanes, ships, and lots of other stuff.
Afrikaans singer Steve Hofmeer has just got married for the 2nd time.
The right-wing crooner married his longtime sweetheart, Janine somebody or other. She's a fitness instructor. Well, she would be, wouldn't she? What did you expect? A neurosurgeon.
Just read the news, Deborah. So, Steve, congratulations are in order, I believe.
Why, man? Is the National Party back in power? Just kidding. Thanks, Justice. She's a hell of a lucky chick. I'm one hell of a lucky oak.
You two planning to have a family?
Yeah, of course. I've only got 5 kids. Just getting started. This one's good for at least 10.
Do you ever let her speak?
Oh, nice one, Justy. Wat boekie? Regtig. Okay. Oh, sorry, gotta go. Baby making time, you know. Woo! You gotta go.
Steve, what is white privilege?
Hey, where did you pick up such ugly language?
No, I was just reading this.
Bloody f***ing dumb droll. What have I told you about reading? Huh? Reading is...
Steve, please.
What? It's what? Reading is... Say it. Reading is...
Reading is what turns men into moffies and Boersians into Moorsians. Please. But what is white privilege, Steve?
Okay. Basically, the theory is that you as a white person have certain privileges.
Like what?
Like that you can stand here, praying with me.
And black people can't.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Because we was born with all kinds of structural, economic and social advantages, and they weren't.
Yeah. What?
No, it's just thanks to the accident of my birth, I live in a society and a world which opened doors for me that it slammed in the face of others. And that is why I am privileged.
No, my little friend. You are privileged because you get to pray here by me. because it's a f***ing privilege to be invited to my log bar.
Oh!
What kind of lefty, lesbian, communist, ANC, DA, English, Zulu propaganda have you been reading, pal?
Sorry, Steve.
Good man. You know, you think you know someone.
Well, that's our show. A dramatic week in politics and another very dramatic episode.
I didn't think this episode was particularly dramatic.
No, I'm talking about the episode you just had in the dressing room during the last sketch.
That is so sexist. A man gets angry and he's just venting. But a woman gets angry and suddenly it's an episode as if she's a psycho.
Deborah, you stabbed that makeup lady in the leg with a nail file.
I told her not to talk about a gang. I warned her.
Until next week, remember, in Puppet Nation...
You can sacrifice your followers on the altar of presidential ambition.
So long.
Bye.